The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening. What's up, you cool baby?
It's familiar, but not too familiar, but not too not familiar. It's a new craze. Hey, good girls, do you wanna just say, hey, I wanna? Just say, hey, I wanna.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to My Brother and Me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I'm your middleest brother, Travis McElroy.
And I'm your sweet baby brother, Griffin McElroy. I feel like I don't even know that I can call myself that anymore. Boys, I got some packages today. They arrived in the mail, and when I opened all of them, when I bought these packages, or rather the things inside of them, I didn't think that they created a narrative, but then when I opened them all up and laid the contents out, I realized the sort of through line there. And let me start off by saying I don't really use Twitter pretty much at all anymore, but whenever I do dip my beak in, I'm still getting a lot of, memes, teen memes, and weird humor that, like...
Oh, I love that stuff.
Right, that stuff.
That weird humor, that kind of like, where are they coming from? What do they even mean?
Sure, and I think I'm getting it mostly because I am the only boy. You two are men now, and I'm still the only boy of the podcast.
Oh, thank you.
I open up these packages. They are mostly things I bought in preparation for our Disney World trip next week, as we brave the wilds of Florida. And so there was a fanny pack, and I did get that for it's waterproof. It's waterproof. There's pictures on. I got this one off Amazon, and there's pictures of a guy wearing it, and the guy looks really cool, like a handsome model boy, and he's wearing it, and he's got it, slung to the side. That's cool. Is it
one of the ones that I picked for you?
No. Travis sent me some great suggestions, but I found a nice one. He also wears it like a sling bag, messenger bag over his back, and it's like, is that even dumber? Because I feel like if I wear a fanny pack like it was a backpack, that's going to make it seem like a big joke. But I did buy this.
I just want to have like a huge laugh at you and not buy one for myself because it's a great idea because, God, that'd be very useful.
Yeah,
and it's sort of like certain places I should look for a great fanny pack.
I'll send you some links.
Yeah, I'll jokingly send you some links that I was looking at, Justin, if you want.
It'll be a funny, ironic thing, but also very practical and useful when we're in the Disney. The other thing that showed up is some Tevas, which is the kind of sandals that if they were still making like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movies that Rick Moranis would exclusively wear. They're just boys. These are some goof troop. What are those geek shoes? They're really rough, but they're supposed to be really comfortable. I got these, I put them on, and I instantly felt myself age 20 years. And I also noticed that there's a buckle. I can't strap them on the right way and tighten them the right way so that this buckle that's like on the heel isn't going to rub and give me blisters. And so I did do some Googling about Tevas blisters. And a lot of people recommend that you do wear socks with them. So I think I'm pretty much dead at this. I think I'm an old dead man, bad dad, and I don't think I just need this is a quick, I guess, brand update that is I'm old and dead and
so you're finally a dad.
I'm an old dead dad bones essentially at this point. Yes, a big walking skeleton dad who loves the Eagles and wears Tevas with socks and when he rides a water ride on Disney World, I'll just ball up the socks, shove it in my waterproof fanny pack. I have it all figured out. I am old bones.
That is a definite I would never ride a water ride, and I think it's maybe if I was doing kind of a new Jeff Foxworthy bit, if he was coming back for a second, like, you're a grown-up when people say we're going on this water ride, and you think, I'm not going to walk around in squishy shoes all day.
Right?
No thanks.
No
way.
Thank you.
On earth, no thanks.
There was another thing I got, and it's a book of sheet music for the adult piano classes I'm taking. And this is in the same package as the Tevas and the fanny pack, and the book is called Adult Piano Adventures.
So is it like erotic piano music?
Yeah, I used to watch a blurry version of that on Cinemax that my parents didn't pay for.
So just people asking me to like dab on them on Twitter, just understand that like my arm might go flying out of its socket and land in the crowd of the Doobie Brothers concert that I'm at because I can't anymore.
You just can't.
What are y'all's Disney World prep? Because y'all have been, I feel like, more recently than I have. I don't know. I'm afraid. I'm literally... you Google this shit, and it's supposed to be the most wonderful place on earth. And when you Google it, all you find is like 50 dad blogs of people like, you're gonna fucking die unless you bring these 80 things. You need a machete. You need twine.
Put everything you own in baggies, and then look for this guy named Duke.
He'll know what to do.
He'll know what to do once you get there. Just start yelling for Duke. And if you see Duke, he's going to carry you across the front lines. And then after that, you're on your own. You're going to have this one knife that you can slip in your anus. And other than that, your life and death is up to you.
And that has nothing to do with surviving the park. That's just something you can do for you.
I see the teacups and I'm like, the teacups look fun. And it's like, the teacups will disintegrate your bones. So start eating lots of iron now. And if you don't eat iron every day for 60 days before going to Disney World, you can't ride the teacups. And it's like, wow, okay.
Here's what they don't tell you is that when you walk into the park, they take a picture of you, whether you want them to or not, and then they try to sell it to you. And when you leave the park, they give you a grade on how well you were actually prepared for the experience.
Right.
And most people, F-. F-.
Well, with my Tevas and my socks and my fanny pack and my adult piano book, if I can't at least pull down a C, then what's the fucking point of all this?
Here's the amazing thing I've learned about myself in preparing for Disney. When I was a younger man, I would have called myself, oh, Travis, so disorganized. Travis is quite the messy, unfocused boy. I find now there is nothing I love more than a well-organized itinerary. I'm having so much fun making plans because I basically we go from Disney to Dragon Con, and then I go to London Podfest. So I'm like making like 4 different trips in one, and I'm loving it.
The Disney planning is really smart because I went there last fall, and it's really smart because as soon as you show up, Mickey is going to be like, ha, you made some plans, huh? Gonna fuck them. And then he just fucks them.
Yeah.
Right there in front of you?
Yeah, he takes your plans, he tears it up into confetti, he puts it into a blender, he charges you $13 for it, then sells it back to you and force feeds it to you.
Wow.
And Goofy watches, and like, I know us, and there's seldom a week run where one of us doesn't have diarrhea. And that happens at Disney World, and that seems like it might be that might be a death
It may
scenario.
be one of the rare times that those 3 diarrheas line up at the same time. It's only every 3 years, the total eclipse of the fart, and it is going to be it's a big deal. And to happen that week, man, I can't even imagine.
Justin, are you proud of yourself?
I mean, I'm a accomplished entertainer, a father of 2.
And you also just said eclipse of the fart. That's what I want to know about, because I'm very proud of you.
And now you've said it. And in the grand scope of history, we basically said it at the same moment. If you take a cosmos zoom out on that to all of human history, we said it at the exact same nanosecond now. So we're both equally guilty, I guess.
I have a thing to say, and it's new. It's
a few words.
Yeah, it's new. And
Here at the death of our show?
well, no, it's new and good, and like I just thought of it, and I think it could be like a funny joke. And sometimes we like, and this is behind the scenes, but I will warn the boys that I have a joke coming up, and I'll say it. If it's not good, we'll just remove it. But I think this is going to be a good one, and it's that I think I'm going to need a vacation from this vacation.
Ooh, I love that.
Can we start doing advice?
This is advice. This is a special email that we're leading off with as a return.
Our first ever 2-parter.
Our first ever like serial style cliffhanger. We'll have more on that in the next week's episode. We got a version of. Well, I'll read the original question and then we'll follow up from there. Hi, brothers. I work at a grocery store deli in a rural area, And a few days ago, someone came to the counter who I'm 95% sure is a moderately famous Hollywood actor. The actor is not known to have a house. Sorry.
No, you read that right.
Okay. This actor is not known to have a house about 15 to 20 minutes away from the store.
I have to believe that not was a whoopsie doodle that shouldn't have been in there.
Right, because where do you get that? Where do you get that information? Like, how do you search that? Does this person? They're not known to. Okay, because would you search? Does this person have a house within 15 to 20 minutes of me, driving or walking?
It's a very specific thing to say he doesn't do.
Yeah, it's a yeah. 99.9% of the earth is going to say no to that sentence. Is going to jive with that. Okay, anyway. It's not known to have a house about 15 to 20 minutes away from the store. Now imagining a radius of like a 15 to 20 minute drive surrounding the store. Like they don't live in this window. They could be 10 minutes away. They could be 25 minutes away. We literally have no idea.
I will say that even Cincinnati, I would not say is a rural area. And even here, if a moderately famous Hollywood actor even like rents an apartment for a day, like everyone in town knows about it. So,
all right, people are fucking dying because we haven't said who it is. Go.
My question is this: should I have asked him if he really was a celebrity and told him I like his work, or did I do the right thing by just treating him like a normal customer? As well-known people yourselves, do you prefer? Thank you. Do you prefer to be recognized as you're going about your daily business? Or would you rather be left alone to get your deli meat in peace? That's from Starstruck in the Woods. And it says, follow up. And here's what y'all been waiting for. I'm pretty sure it was Luis Guzman. I believe he got some Black Forest ham.
Thank you. I would have sent this fishy right back into the sea if you hadn't said what kind of sandwich they were looking for. So, very exciting.
I think it probably was Luis Guzman.
Okay, can I tell you
I don't know the accent. I hope I'm doing the accent right.
Guzman.
You're saying it good.
Guzman. Okay.
Here's the thing. I strongly feel I think about this a lot. That I think there are very few actors, performers, recognizable people that I would recognize on sight without someone saying that is blank. I think I'd know for sure if it was Luis Guzman. Like, I don't think I'd have to ask somebody.
You are so certain of this, Travis.
I am. Like, I'm picturing Luis Guzman in my head, and I've got a crystal clear picture.
Yeah. Just a quick update. He does live, according to his IMDb page, in Vermont with, quote, his wife and many kids.
I hear you, Luis. You and me, buddy. Okay, so I can here. Let us personally address this, and I will be and I think if you're a listener of ours, and on the off chance that you should spot us in the wild at some point, I want you to remember this exact thing I'm about to tell you. And I can't speak for everyone. I can't even really speak for everybody in our like certain specific class of people knowing who you are, because it's a very specific sort of prism through which our light has to be reflected, in which we look like actual celebrities, like Luis Guzman, I would argue. But for me, if I'm just walking around and about and somebody's like, hey, you're Justin McElroy, I feel like pretty good. I feel like kind of a cool dude.
Yeah.
kind of a cool person who's done some cool stuff and has cool people enjoying what they do. It's a nice little ego boost. And if I'm with my kids, some people are like, "Oh, you're with your kids." They can stand aside for a second.
They're always here.
They're always here. You're not. Hello. Hi.
Kate Welch recently tweeted that someone had tweeted at her saying, "I saw you, but I didn't want to bother you. You were talking to your friends." And she responded, "Do you know how fucking cool you would have made me look?"
Every time. Like,
it's
oh,
so
Justin,
choice.
it's so. That's what you hope for.
There's a lot of things you can do. And let's maybe separate this from ourselves so I don't sound, shady when I say this. But let's just say if you do want to approach Luis Guzman, there's a few things that you maybe shouldn't do. And that is, one is to not approach him, but then do tweet later like, I saw you. That's not good for Luis. That's not good. I saw you, Luis Guzman.
I can, as long as I did it, just so it doesn't seem like we're coming down and hard at anybody, did this exact thing to harm our superstar once. Guilty.
Yeah, guilty.
So I'm in the LAX bathroom.
Can I say, though, for me, personally, If I wasn't 100% sure, it's Louise, and I would be. But if I wasn't, I don't think I'd pull the trigger on this one because I don't think there's anything worse than saying you think somebody's somebody and then they're not that somebody.
The only way to kind of give yourself a little wiggle room out is just say, hey, I like your work. Don't say a name and see how because if they look at you and go, what? Then you say, never mind, I thought you were somebody else, right? But if you say the name,
oh, man.
Hey, Luis Guzman, and they're like, who the fuck? I'm not Luis Guzman. That is, I think that if you say like, hey, I like your work, and they're like, oh, thank you very much, then like, it's probably Luis Guzman.
I mean, in this specific one, you could just go, oh, fuck yeah, Boogie Nights. And then if they're not Luis Guzman, they'll be like, yeah, it's a pretty good flick.
Yeah, do you want to buy it? I've got a copy.
I have a copy of
sell
Boogie
you.
Nights. It's for you.
Once did that with John C. Reilly. I almost called him John C. McGinley from Scrubs. No way. No how.
I did that. When I met my now friend, MC Frontalot, I told him how much I loved his work on Aqua Teen Hunger Force, which is MC Chris.
Yeah, it's a different dude.
Oh!
I've never made this mistake, but I've never also talked to a celebrity. So it's going good for me in my life.
If you're not, here's would be my one, I don't know, thing that I would hang on this. The people that come out to us, and I think we're probably biased in this way, the people that come out to us are fans of what we make, right? Like, because you have to seek out our visages. If you would like to absorb them, you must seek out our visages. So you must be a fan of ours. It sounds like maybe you just kind of know who Luis Guzman is, and maybe you don't know exactly what they look like. So maybe not the biggest fan. So it may kind of feel a little bit, I don't know, that may feel different. I don't know any people
I know what you're saying.
who are actually famous that we could qualify for this, but like, if somebody's like, hey, don't I know you from TV or something, I feel like that might feel kind of weird. Like, that might be less enjoyable.
I tell you, this is like my number one thing is I feel like I've seen so many celebrities that I'm like, I recognize your face from a poster, but it feels super shitty to just be like, let me get a picture with you because some people, not me, know who you are.
Right.
That's
yes.
gross.
That has actually happened to us before when a crowd of people have been around us and someone will be like, I don't know who you are, but just in case. And they take a picture with us.
I feel like we should apologize to those people. Like, nothing will ever come of this.
Yeah.
Let me save you the memory on your iPhone.
How about a Yahoo?
Yeah.
This one was sent in by Merritt Palmer. Thank you, Merritt. It's Yahoo Answers user. They are anonymous. I'm going to call them.
Wait, hold on. Did we give that person concrete advice on what they should do in this situation should it arise again?
Yeah, it's just yell Boogie Nights. I felt like that was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is anonymous user, I'll call him Ollie, asks, I just got hired at Starbucks, but I don't drink coffee. A friend of mine told me the first day I have to try all the coffees. Can I opt out? Welcome to Starbucks, motherfucker. Open up. Here's the funnel. You're going to hold this in your mouth and your butt, and we're going to start partying. Here we go. Now, this is the Pike Place Roast. This is very good. This is the caramel macchiato. You're going to love this. You don't love this? You don't love this? Okay, well, you work here, so love it.
You have to love all this different. That's a lot of different coffee, eh? That's like a lot of different coffee to try.
Yeah, they have like 4 or 5 different ones.
At least. And at the fall, they have 6 or 7.
Sure. This is a wild... There's so many wild things about this. The first being like, this is definitely, they don't jump you into Starbucks by making you drink all their hot beans. The other thing is why you're working at the Starbucks. And I get times are tight. Maybe this is the only job you could find, but I can't imagine walking into a Starbucks and being like, so what's good here? And the person saying like, nothing, coffee stinks. All of it stinks. It's gross. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
You want a water?
Do you want water? We do some juice.
You.
It's okay.
This is a fun little language lesson, this question, because when your friend said, you have to, did they mean like, oh, you have to try, or like, you have to try it?
Oh, yeah, I hate coffee. Oh, you have to try coffee? You didn't listen. You're not listening to me. Is it going to be weird that you don't like the coffee at Starbucks?
It's going to be weird when somebody asks you what the best one is, and you're like, I love this one, and it tastes kind of like dirt, and it's like, it's like hot dirt water, but like in a good way. Oh, so good. With just there's some pumpkin in there, I think.
Oh, do you think
it's so crunchy.
Maybe the problem is that they drink it really fast, like right when it comes out of the pot, and they burn their mouth horribly every time they drink it. And so in their mind, coffee is bad hot, and does hurt on the mouth and tongue.
Hot coffee mouth.
Yeah, and I don't think they know that you can let it cool down and you can add ice to it.
When I see someone drink fucking like right out the air pot coffee,
love that.
It is like I am witnessing Superman with bullets bouncing off his chest.
Yeah.
How do you do? I get coffee and say, gonna enjoy this in 40 minutes.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'll have this later. This is for later.
I don't want coffee now, but maybe at 10 a.m. I will.
You know, I'm thinking about it. And when I declared my allegiance to the country's best yogurt, I couldn't really eat much of that stuff because of my stomach shame. Mm-hmm. And there must have been times where people asked me my Rex, and I had to sort of lie and just be like, well, the cinnamon swirl is good. It's my favorite. I eat gallons of it. When I'm feeling bad, I will eat a gallon of this Rocky Road ice cream.
And it definitely doesn't give me diarrhea.
Yeah. My favorite thing about all of this sweet cream is that it doesn't make me tummy sick. So
I like the idea of a TCBY employee that just casually mentions that their metrics are in gallons. Welcome to Baskin Robbins 31 Flavors. What can I get you today? What do you like? Well, yeah, last night I ate about a gallon of chocolate, so I can highly recommend that. Gonna eat today for lunch. Gonna eat a gallon of Quarterback Crunch. So feeling pretty pumped right now.
Can I ask you a quick TCBY hack that I've always wondered?
I would love nothing more.
Can I just get a cup of Jimmy's?
You can. I mean, is Todd working?
Oh.
If Todd's working, go for it. I would say this, as an employee of TCBY, I can have a cup of Jimmy's in the back room. I can eat a whole cup of Jimmy's in the back room in the one spot where the 2 security cameras don't see. And it's right by the jackets. I can eat a whole thing of cheesecake top crumbles right there where the jackets are because there's 2 cameras, but they don't see right there where the jackets are. So I can hang out there and I can play Nintendo DS and I can eat my cheesecake crumbles in peace.
And that's your time.
And that's Griffin's time. That was the country's best yogurt's best corner for eating secret cheesecake bites.
TCBYBC.
You're right.
It's a nail place now.
Yeah,
Still that corner though.
Still that corner is where the secrets live.
I have recently picked up skateboarding mostly as a way to get around faster. I don't know any tricks. That's not really my concern. Not to quibble. That is your concern. Maybe it does not concern you. It would be under the category of your concerns. Anyway.
Who this concern belongs to. It's certainly not me.
It's not my concern. If it's anybody's, anyway. However, I live in Edinburgh, which has a lot of cobbles and uneven pavements. And pretty much once per day, I find myself completely eating shit. Worse than the actual incident is when I have to walk awkwardly back to get my skateboard, which has shot meters and meters behind me. Who knows how far that is? Sounds far. Is there any way I can make this situation look any cooler? Don't tell me not to just fall. That's not an option I'm willing to consider.
All right.
It's from McFarlane in Marchmont.
I mean, I got a suggestion. This is wild. This is like saying I have this bike and I ride it to work every day, but at least once a day, one of the tires comes off and I flip over end, and I land on my skull every day. Is there a way to make my fall look cooler? And it's like, you can't use this bike. Any form of transit that involves you eating shit on the daily is not an acceptable way to get around, I don't think.
Here's what you do. First, you're going to need like a boogie board has, like one of those like wrist straps. Maybe extra long, maybe it's very stretchy, like a long rubber band so that your your skateboard can shoot backwards and then return to you, perhaps fast, and in a painful manner.
And fast and in the teeth.
But what if you feel yourself start to fly off your skateboard? I want you to yell, "I'm so sleepy." And then when you land, just pretend like you're taking a nap there.
Yeah, that's good. So you're skateboarding and somebody's like, do a trick. And you're like, I'll do it. Oh, fuck. Bedtime.
And then you just lay there for a bit and then pop up and yawn and stretch. And then back to your ride.
I feel good.
Tuckered. All right, I would argue, Travis, as we had a lot of fun there, but that does not get your skateboard back to you. In fact, I'm pretty sure it gets it stolen and you arrested as a vagrant.
Maybe tape it to your feet?
Here's what
Tape it to your feet is good.
You know the child leashes
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
that you tape onto kids? Well, you don't tape. You see, you said tape and fucks me up, but you tie them to your kids, and it's like your kid can run, but then it's just like yank, and you pull them back to you.
That is literally what I just said.
What?
That's literally what Travis said.
Yeah, but I have a different one that I'm going to do.
Oh, okay.
Different. It's a different style.
Oh, okay.
Mine's different.
Go on.
Okay, so what if it's like that, but it's made of Twizzler? So after you do it, you could just be like, everybody might still laugh at you, but then it's like, hey, can we all enjoy this together over some Twizzlers? And then maybe they would not be mad at you because you got them that Twizzler.
Of course. It's perfect.
I'll tell you what you need to do is you need to pop off those little shitty wheels that you have on your skateboard, and you gotta put on some monster truck wheels.
Yeah.
Something that can really eat those cobblestones the fuck up. Because if you can't find a non-cobblestone route on your way to work, then I genuinely think you need either a new form of transit or just some real monster truck tires on your skateboard.
And maybe get an engine on there. And get
That'd be good.
You got to have power.
So four big wheels, an engine.
Yeah, maybe
get
a seat.
a windshield, some seats. I think you're off to the races.
I'll tell you what would help keep your skateboard attached to you is a seat belt attaching you to the seat of the skateboard car.
Maybe
What if you
write Nissan on there somewhere?
Right Nissan right on the skateboard, yeah.
And windshield wipers, because it gets rainy. Maybe, here's what you do, right? Skateboard on your feet. Yes, of course, obviously. Skateboard on your hands and on top of your head. So that way, as you're tumbling, now you're just doing a handstand and skateboarding. You're doing... No, that doesn't work. I'm hearing a no from Justin.
Can you hire Tony Hawk?
Ooh, to skate for you.
Yo, listen, you feel a crash coming on, and you can try to make it look like a trick, but you make your body go into a big bush. And then a bunch of teens or construction workers or students walking to class are going to see you point and laugh. And then Tony Hawk, wearing the clothes that you were just wearing that you put on that morning, comes out of the bush, and he does a whole 900 and continues the skateboard. And then people think like, wow, you're so cool.
Or maybe after you go into the bush and people start laughing, Tony Hawk just walks up to them and says, hey, don't laugh. Everybody falls off their skateboard. Even I, Tony Hawk, have fallen off my skateboard. And then they feel really bad, and they think maybe we're the accident.
Here's one. I want to, here's one you could do. You listen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah?
All right, I just want to make sure because it's really good. You could cover yourself. I mean, really cover yourself in glow sticks that you have to break to make work. And then when you fall, just be like, "Aw, shit, folks, the party started." And you'll be like, and you can be like, make sure to buy a Juicero. That's right, it's a startup promotion. And they pay me to do this all around town. And buy a Juicero and look by everything. It's all glowing. And then you can like pass off the glow sticks to people. And it'll be like instant party. We're just right there. Instant party.
Yeah, that's good. If we can invent some sort of impact sensing boombox that you could also have attached to yourself, that when it could sense like a quick shift in speed or momentum, it starts playing LMFAO, and then like things really, really get going. Yeah. This is good stuff, Justin. Could we also do like piñatas all over? At the very least, wonder balls.
Wait. Smaller skateboard in your backpack.
And then it
Oh, so
slides
the
You
viewers-
out.
crash.
Yeah.
You stand up. You pull. You wait. Okay. I got it. This
Okay.
will work. You crash.
Uh-huh.
You lie there until people just move on. And then no one will still be there that saw you crash initially. And then you stand up and pull a smaller skateboard out of your backpack and loudly announce, well, time to start skateboarding for the day. I think that could fly.
Now,
Yeah.
here's what I love most about that, Justin.
Yeah.
What you are envisioning is that I, a bystander, would see a human fly off his skateboard and then lay still. And after a few moments, I would go, huh, and walk away.
It's a cynical plan. I admit it's a little Black Mirror for my tastes, for sure. I like to believe I would help the skateboard man, but I know deep down I wouldn't, and neither would you.
No, I just assume it was a YouTube prank. You're right.
Let's go to the money zone.
Wow. Okay. I mean, romance me a little bit with it. You know. You could just be like, yeah, you just sounded like a businessman,
I'll do
like
like a
moving to the
tie.
next part of it.
I'll do a segue.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
No, he wasn't riding a Segway, Justin. He was riding a skateboard.
God in heaven, Trav.
No, that wasn't Money Zone worthy?
No, it wasn't fucking Money Zone worthy, bud. You have to know that, right?
Well, like a Segway is another thing you can ride and fall on.
I was trying to make it work in my head, Griff. I couldn't.
I know,
And
Juice. I was working on it too.
Travis didn't let that slow him down. He just went for it. I was
Yeah,
trying
so
to make
it's-
it work.
It's a Segway, which is another means of conveyance.
And he's explaining it so much, like that's going to save it, but it's not saving it.
Because
It's
people
making it
fall, because
stinkier.
you would fall on a skateboard or you could fall on a Segway.
I might just fade this out. Like
Hey,
this might
let's
be our first like fade out, not
fade
hard
out.
cut, just
What
like
if
fade
we
out into
what
the
if we
money zone.
scoot on over to the Money Zone?
Yeah. What if
Get more, yeah, because this
Yeah.
is getting quieter and quieter.
it started to. Let's Vespa. Bowl and Branch has a special message for you. Folks, they want to unite the world. Now, what do I mean by that? It sounds a little grandiose. There's so few things that unite us as a world, but you know what? End of the night, we're all going to sleep.
Not Batman.
Not Batman. Batman is sleeping, though, at some point during the day.
I don't think so.
Does Batman sleep?
Yeah, I don't think so because he's Bruce Wayne during the day, Justin.
That's probably why he's so cranky.
You'll never
Mission-
believe this, honey. Guess who I met today in a big business meeting? Who? Bruce Wayne. How was he? So tired. He seemed like fucking exhausted. I don't know how that dude's so rich. Bowl and Branch makes sheets. Really, really excellent sheets. Thousands of 5-star reviews. Forbes, the Wall Street Journal, and Fast Company are all talking about Bowl and Branch. The shipping, well, it's free, which is one of the lower prices available to you as a consumer. And you can try them for 30 nights. If you don't love them, you send them back for a refund. But I doubt that you'll want to send them back. There's no risk and no reason not to give them a try.
Coward.
Get you started right now. Our listeners get $50 off your first set of sheets at bowlandbranch.com. Promo code MYBROTHER. Go to bowlandbranch.com today for $50 off your first set of sheets. That's bowl, B-O-L-L, and branch.com. Promo code MYBROTHER. My brother.
I'm sorry I called you a coward, everybody.
It's all right.
You're not. You're not a coward. You're great.
Do you want a Stitch Fix ad? There it comes.
Yeah.
I get the Stitch Fix every month. It's a box, and inside the box is 5 different clothes, and sometimes the clothes are pants, and sometimes they're not. It changes every time, and you get a stylist, and they figure out what looks good on your bod, and then you're gonna get it. And there's a little sheet of paper, and it shows you how you could maybe dress it up to look like a like a mannequin at a store. You know how you see them wearing clothes? You're like, man, I wish I could put something together that looks that good. They send you the stuff in the box, and I've gotten so many clothes like this.
Do you know what they do is really neat if you've been a member there for a little while? They'll send you outfit suggestions based on some of the new stuff you're getting, combine with old stuff that they know that you bought already. So like old selections that they've already sent along, they'll pair with like new things and give you some new altogether outfits.
It's really good. I really like Stitch Fix. It helps make style attainable, even if you're like me and you don't know anything at all about anything. So you just go to Stitch Fix and you're going to answer some questions about your sizes, what kind of styles you like, your budget, and then however frequently as you want these boxes to show up, your personal stylist will hand select 5 brand new clothing items just for you. You try them on and you only pay for what you keep. And shipping is free both ways. So go to stitchfix.com/mybrother and get started now. If you keep all 5 items that you receive, you will get 25% off your entire purchase. That's stitchfix.com/mybrother.
I have a message here, and it is for Elowen, and it's from Emmett. Emmett says, "Hi, Smellowen." Oh, right out the gate. Well, this seems mean. We'll see how it goes. I hope hearing from the brothers is a sweet treat for your ear meat as you collect little pieces of the street, which I know you do quite often. You're my favorite human and a wonderful cat mom to Stacy, even though he's turning purple. Thanks for being a thoughtful, loving, emotionally intelligent partner. Love, a good boy. Okay, see right there at the end, got very sweet.
Stacy's cat mom has got it going on.
Uh-huh.
All right.
She got a she got an ad on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, how many times can we do this song in the year 2018? How many times? Like 5? I just want to know what the limit is before we
I think
do
there's
it.
a 10 reference max in 2018.
Hey, Justin, read this next Jumbotron.
It's a message for Fidel. It's from Dad. It says, "Dear Fidel, hope you're having a great big day. May your chicken always be delicious and your gravy savory. We'll always be there to scoop you into a family sandwich or be a solid foundation that you can sit upon. My love for you is only surpassed by my love for Mom. Burn. Happy birthday, Fidel. And some more adventures with Kelsey and I. Love, Dad."
This is all-time best. First of all, it was for January. Sorry, we fucked up. But holy fucking shit.
Your dad burned you to the ground, Fidel.
I mean, may your gravy always be savory. The first line, y'all, hope you're having a great big day. I don't know what that means, but it's so fucking good, Fidel's dad.
Scoop him into a family sandwich. Yes, please. A solid foundation you can sit upon. Oh, so nice. Also, I love your mom more than you.
Awesome.
I know.
Awesome.
Sorry, fool. Knew her longer. Anyway,
She was there first.
Them's the breaks.
Without
So
her, there
fucking
is no use. I have to like her
awesome.
more.
I can make more use with her, so
Whatevs.
whatevs, dude. Here's a message for Kat, and it's from Max, who says, "Hello, my love. I hope all is going well for you. I mean, I should know since we live together now. These past 5 years just keep getting better and better. I can't wait to see what you do next, whether it's in entertainment, breath work, or something I can't even imagine. Like breath work for me. You're unbelievable and make me smile every day. I loaf you. I loaf you."
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna go ahead and look what breath work is.
I think it's like when people breathe.
That's like breathing therapy. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Great.
Yeah, I hope things are also going well for you, Kat. And maybe let's just take this moment in Kat's name to just like do a quick one, a quick long breath.
It's nice to give the listeners permit. You don't have to make it a joke.
It doesn't have to be a joke. I learned this on Daniel Tiger. He said to do this every minute.
Podcasts.
They're audio programs that
Tell smart stories.
in innovative ways.
Using editing techniques like this.
Like
this.
like this.
But let's face it, all that smart stuff can be exhausting.
That's where Stop Podcasting Yourself comes in.
It's so stupid.
It's just 2 stupid dinguses.
Being dumb idiot jerks for 90 minutes.
Stop Podcasting Yourself.
The stupid show that smart people love.
Find it on iTunes.
Or MaximumFun.org.
Dun, 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 dun.
What?
I said dun, 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 dun. Did you hear? Did you heard me?
I've never heard. What is this confused filter you've put on your guitar?
I want a munch.
Squad.
I want to munch.
Squad.
This is a short one. Just kind of got under my skin. Chipotle to start testing bacon in September. Fuck, I guess my question about this, we're going to get into it, but where the fuck does Chipotle get off testing bacon? Don't test bacon.
Well, I have two immediate thoughts about that. First, I think Chipotle should maybe focus on really sticking the landing on all their current ingredients vis-a-vis not making it make people shit themselves to death. Like maybe lock those down.
Experiment with not poisoning.
Yeah, experiment with not mass poison, the biggest attack on our country in decades. But also, like, maybe this is why they have to test the bacon out. Is maybe they started doing the bacon and people started getting poisoned, and they were like, I don't know, guys, maybe it's us.
This is the same chain that made a bunch of people butt sick, and then they were like, "This is amazing, this is amazing, Chipotle. What are you gonna do next?" They're like, "Cheese sauce. Read it and weep." That's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Chipotle's first big menu test in CEO Brian Nichols' tenure. Brian Nichols must be a new CEO that is against poisoning people. The chain announced August 9th it's piloting 2 new menu items and promotions in select cities nationwide, et cetera, et cetera. The first of these efforts is Applewood smoked bacon. Chipotle said the product received a, quote, tremendous response from customers at its next kitchen in New York City. It's sort of like a test kitchen up there. This September, bacon will expand to an 8-restaurant operations test in Orange County, California, before being considered for a full market test. Here's what Chris Brandt, the chief marketing officer, has to say in a release. Customers have always said everything tastes better with bacon, and that's exactly what we confirmed in our New York test kitchen. No fucking shit, Chris.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Also, sky is blue, sun is hot.
We found customers added bacon to their traditional bowls, burritos, tacos, and nachos. Hey, Chris, if you give them a handful, they would have added it to their Diet Coke. Okay? That's bacon. And also, they enjoyed new items, such as the BLT quesadilla with bacon, lettuce, tomato, top 3 ingredients I love in a BLT. It's so totally craveable. And cheese grilled to perfection. Quesadillas are currently only available in the next kitchen, Chipotle added. I guess, like, before you get too excited.
I was about to say, that seems like the bigger announcement.
Yeah. I know I'm talking a lot about quesadillas right now, but they are out of your reach. We don't offer them, and I'm really sorry. Right after that, they're going to go with nachos.
Nice.
Hey, Chipotle. Why are you testing these things that will work? Do you know what place has nachos? Pretty much every place. You know why? Because they're pretty good and hard to fuck up. Like, you don't need to test it. Just do it. If you want to put bacon on there, people want it. Just put bacon on there. It's fine.
But they're going to have, head chef Danielson at the kitchen. He's like, let's get some tortilla chips. Let's get some cheese. Let's get some meat. Let's have some lettuce. Let's have some poison. Time to put tomato. Oh, no.
Dang it.
Oh, no.
I did it again. Why do we keep the poison right next to the tomatoes?
Here's a little sub announcement they snuck in here. There's through September 20th, customers at participating Miami and Dallas locations can now get $2 tacos with the purchase of any drink after 8 p.m. These restaurants will also stay open later until 11 p.m. to, quote, satisfy demand for food experiences outside of standard business hours. Hey, does this franchise know how to party or what? They are so fucking afraid to run afoul of anybody at this point.
What I love is that Taco Bell's like, "What's up, doobie heads? Come eat our trash food at 4 a.m. Fuck the police." And Chipotle can't.
Chipotle's your fucking RA who's like, "We're up till 11. Good job."
We're gonna have marshmallows.
You can have a $2 taco experience outside the normal business hours.
Make sure you
And
buy
meanwhile,
a drink.
Meanwhile, Taco Bell is like robbing the Wendy's next door, like kicking in the door and stealing their money for weed.
I thought we'd get a little wild tonight, and maybe at 10:30 p.m. we'll put a handful of bacon on those nachos. Just something new, a little risque.
Oh my. So anyway,
This is a good one.
that's
I have a quick.
Chipotle's up to.
Can I ask you guys a quick question?
Sure.
Just
Griffin.
real
Travis.
quick. Just
Just say the riddle. Just start doing the riddle.
I guess I was just wondering. I'm like a dog with a tail that wags and all, but I am not a dog. What am I?
Yeah, I mean, dog's the only one with tails, so shit.
What am I?
What?
I am a puppy.
That's pretty good, yeah.
So, like, got
Very
you.
good. Very
That's
good.
a good riddle.
Here's one. Current score on this one is 490 upvotes, 1,379 downvotes. What can be heard and caught, but never seen? What can be heard and caught, but never seen?
A cold?
Interesting. Griffin, do you have a guess?
A butterfly?
It's a remark.
Huh.
You can't see a remark, I guess, is one thing.
Okay.
Like many spoken things, you can't see it.
So, like, any spoken thing, really?
Pretty much anything you would say.
I guess any audible thing, too. Like,
Yeah, like pretty much any audible thing, I guess.
the sound of a bell, perhaps.
All right, I'm done. This is the new Yahoo. I'm reading a Yahoo now.
Okay, bring us a new Yahoo. I just have to say one more thing. I pass before the sun, yet make no shadow. What am I? The wind. I'm pretty sure that's not accurate. I had to get Bill 9 here, but I'm pretty sure none of that makes any fucking sense.
All right, S. Kirby sent this one in. Thank you. It's Yahoo Answers user Megan who asks, and maybe this is a riddle. Which soda stains car seats the worst? The car seats are light gray, and I want to mess them up.
This is not to avoid. This is...
Oh! I see.
Yeah, I want to mess these gray seats up with some soda. So how do I stain these bad boys up with the most stain-worthy soda?
Hawaiian Punch? Do they still... Can you get Hawaiian Punch at a drive-thru?
I mean, maybe, but it's not a soda, and the fact that it was ever available in that context is wild.
Frankly,
to me.
Then it's Mountain Dew Code Red.
You think Mountain Dew Code Red is highly stainable?
Well, it's got the dye in it, because it's not a natural red, friend.
It's a good point. If you use like a brown, that could almost look distressed. If the person had like a talented hand in the cleaning up of it, it could just look like character. Whereas like Hawaiian Punch definitely is going to look like red, but just red, very
But
obvious.
the brown could also look like Dookie.
And that's it. We got to talk about what's the worst stain, because if they make sort of an opaque white soda that you can put all over the seat, I think you know where I'm going with this one.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? And you can make if they make an opaque white soda, and I'm thinking about it, if what this would be, and you spill
Like
this
Squirt.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Squirt might work, and you spill this all over the back seat, but like a huge amount, then it's gonna look like a truly just epic amount of jizz.
I would say Squirt is probably going to stain the most.
Unavailable in any context.
That's also fair. Here's what I would suggest.
Can you read the question again? Are we going through a drive-thru? in this one?
Which soda stains car seat? Nah, baby. It's
Just soda.
World's our oyster.
It sounds like this is maybe some kind of fun prank on a friend, or terrible prank on an enemy.
Yeah.
I would say way more disturbing to me is if you found a way to one, also let me tell you this, don't Google squirt to try to find out what color squirt is. Bad. It's not a good
Really?
word on the internet. Yeah.
Just the word squirt?
Just the word squirt. But what I will say is if I periodically went out to my car to find that not only was there a spill in my car, but a spill that stayed wet, no matter how much I dried it or how long it sat there, that would bother me the most. So you're going to have to like just repeatedly pour soda on the seat until the person gets rid of the car.
We got to take a brief aside. Because if you Google the word squirt,
Griffin, I told you not to.
No, I did. It is mostly pornography on the front page, and it's like, what if a child is looking for a new super soaker, but they get anxious and they get overeager and they don't fill out the whole phrase, and they do that. Has the word squirt really just sort of?
It's gone.
Has the word squirt is just? It's gone in a way I've never really seen a word go before.
Whoever is like the PR manager for Squirt, whoever's supposed to be getting the word out, needs to do some brand management online to try to get that higher up on those
The
search
weird
results.
thing about it is, though, and this is very rare, I think, in language, but if you add gun, it gets a lot more kid-friendly.
Yeah.
I don't know how many things you could say that about, honestly.
Squirt soda's not even on the first page of results.
It's not. Yeah, no, it's all of it. All of it. Yeah.
Coke Black has not existed since '05 or '06, but that has to be
It's up
through
there.
history one of the most highly staining sodas because it is like half coffee, half Coke. Should I buy a empty bottle of it on eBay? The shrink wrap new is like
It's
It's
empty?
empty. It's empty.
yeah, but they shrink wrapped it. I mean, it's like it looks really nice.
No.
No.
$12.99.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, no, that's not a good thing to put money on.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. I just wish it was full of Coke Black because I love some of that wonderful stuff. Coke Black would
do
probably
they
stain
make-
a lot. I feel like full sugar root beer would be very bad.
I tell you what's going to really get us there. You know, Jones Soda. They don't abide by the fucking laws that the rest of the soda companies have. You know, Jones Soda has like a cummy soda for sure.
It's so narrowly focused.
It's just the
It's just amazing to me how Griffin is quickly going back and forth between judging the internet for taking the word squirt, but also is obsessed with finding the cummiest soda.
It's just it's the wildest stain, isn't it?
Orbits?
Orbits would be good.
It's got chunks.
It's got chunks right in it. Are there any
Yeah, it's
sodas that you would be happy?
I think if someone spilled Crystal Pepsi,
Well, because they have it, then they would have some.
yeah, then I could have some of it.
But it's back. It's back in effect.
Do they make a soda where if I spill the cummy Jones soda in the back seat and get the funny stain back there, but it lowers the resale value of my car, and then if I spill, is there another soda I can spill on it that'll clean it up? Like one that has like some.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Club soda.
like an OxyClean soda, which again Jones Soda might make. Those guys are fucking out of their gourds.
I do have to say again, club soda, please do not add us. Okay, thank you. Club soda.
Yeah.
You remove stains with club soda. It's not funny, but it's a thing that I think people would have said to
No,
us.
you're
later on
right.
Twitter.
You're right. I don't think it's gonna be powerful enough to get rid of all these cummy stains. They're pretty deep in there.
Let's see here.
Just like a Jackson Pollock painting back there.
Yeah, great. Fully so good. Folks, we've so appreciated your patronage here at My Brother Me Farms. We hope you enjoyed yourself. And we hope that you're taking care of yourself and everybody around you that is within your power to take care of. You want to go see Schmanners at the London Pod Festival? You can. That's going to be happening. That's a great picture, Trav. Who took that?
Hey, thank you.
Who took that picture?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
That's great.
Thank you. You can get tickets for that at bit.ly/Schmanners London.
Yeah. And there's also a cuss show happening next month. bit.ly/cuss September. That was the sound of 3 S's. In case you're curious.
Cuss September 2018.
Who's going to be at that?
Well, I can't tell you because that's the whole thing, but I can tell you it is my favorite, maybe my favorite lineup so far.
Well, don't
It's
do that.
really
Then
good.
it's like going to make people feel inferior.
Well, it's really great.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite lineups of all time.
All right, great.
I launched a new podcast last week. It's called Positivitini, and it's messages of hope, inspiration, and joy in 10 minutes or less. It's me and Amy Dallin and Erica Ishii, and it's just like, short episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to start the day off with some like positive energy. Positivitini, Teeny. Yeah, it's teeny. It's a teeny positive show. Every Monday.
No,
Wednesday,
I stepped on a thumbtack.
Okay,
and that's
cool.
why I made that noise.
Also, at the New York Comic-Con shows, I could tell you who's going to be there now because we've announced it. Some of the guests include Janet Varney, Paul and Storm, Jonathan Colton, Jean Grey, Samus the Rapper, and more, and even more. Clint McElroy is going to be there. Brent Black, Courtney Enlow, Miles Luna. It's a pretty sick-ass lineup for the Travis and Friends show, and you can get those tickets at bit.ly/McElroyNYCC. And we're doing an Adventure Zone preview of Book 2. It's me, Dad, and Carrie, and that's hosted by Jean Grey. You can get tickets for that at bit.ly/TazNYCC. I'm going to be at Dragon Con here in Atlanta, so like basically when you hear this, next weekend. And I also am doing a couple panels there and stuff. You can find all that information on McElroyShows.com, as well as information about the Sawbones book event on McElroyShows.com.
Yeah.
Send in your questions for Orlando and Atlanta, please. That's coming up this week. Go to McElroyMerch.com to find all of our sick-ass merch, and you can order the Adventure Zone graphic novel at theadventurezonecomic.com.
I want to thank John Roderick and the Long Winters for the use of our theme song, It's a Departure, off the album Putting the Days to Bed. It is so choice. 10 out of 10. And I also want to thank Max Fun for having us on the network, MaximumFun.org. Go check out all the great shows they have there, like Stop Podcasting Yourself and the Beef and Dairy Network and Switchblade Sisters and so many more at MaximumFun.org. Do you all want that final Yahoo?
Give it to me.
Yes, please.
This one was sent in by, a few folks. Tommy Travis sent it in first. Thanks, Tommy. It's Yahoo Answers user Eris, who asks, is it true that some vegetarian won't even drive through a city if it has the word ham in it?
My name is Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
My brother may kiss your dad, square on the lips.
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned.
Listener supported.
It's new promo time, James.
Ooh, what you got in that, Kay?
How about this? You need more black friends. Minority Corner. Every Friday.
Okay. But, girl, that doesn't say anything about how we're a podcast that talks about queer issues, race, politics, and pop culture.
Now it does, because I've already hit record.
Oh, girl, you so sneaky. You be Linda tripping me.
Minority Corner.
Learn, laugh, and play.
All from a perspective that's black, queer, and ladylike.
Because nobody puts minorities in the corner.
Every Friday.